लेंसकार्ट का एक ऐड निकला है जिसमें साफ लिखा हुआ है कि कलावा, तिलक, जनेऊ, तुलसी माला और रुद्राक्ष नहीं यूज कर सकता यहाँ का स्टाफ, लेकिन हिजाब यूज कर सकता है।
A controversy surrounding eyewear brand Lenskart has escalated into a nationwide debate over workplace equality, religious expression and corporate policy after allegations of a biased dress code and a viral confrontation at one of its Mumbai stores. Well, what initially appeared to be an internal HR-related matter quickly turned into a wider public issue. Once claims of selective restrictions on religious symbols surfaced online and spread across social media platforms. Well, the incident has since raised larger questions about how modern workplaces should balance professional appearance standards with employees' right to express their cultural and religious identity. Well, firstly, let us shed light on the allegations over internal dress code policy. Well, the controversy began when an internal training document allegedly surfaced online and went viral. It reportedly suggested restrictions on visible religious symbols in the workplace, triggering immediate backlash, and the key allegations included restrictions on Hindu symbols such as bindi and tilak, discouragement of kalava, that is also known as sacred thread, and Mangal Sutra, while allegedly allowing hijab and turbans. Well, all these claims led to the accusations of selective treatment of religious identity and raised concerns about whether corporate neutrality was being applied fairly in workplace grooming rules. And this has led to the massive social media backlash and public divide. As the claims spread, social media quickly became the center of intense debate. What began as a corporate policy issue soon evolved into a broader cultural discussion. Public reaction was sharply divided, as one side accused the company of religious bias and unequal treatment, and the other supported uniform grooming standards in customer-facing roles. And the discussion expanded further into questions about identity, equality, and religious freedom in the professional environments, turning the issue into a national talking point. Not only this, Mumbai store incident has escalated the situation further. The controversy escalated when BJP Minority Morcha leader Nazia Elahi Khan, along with a member of a Hindu organization, entered a Lenskart showroom in Mumbai. And inside the store, staff were questioned about the alleged policy and the floor manager was directly confronted. Heated exchanges reportedly took place during the interaction. And the situation intensified further when visuals showed tilak being applied to the employees, kalava being tied on wrist, and slogans being raised inside the showroom. And the video quickly went viral, adding political and emotional intensity to the controversy. Well, employee claims has also added fuel to the debate. Following the viral incident, some employees reportedly made emotional and additional claims about internal trimming practices. They alleged that the tilak and kalava were not allowed and that traditional symbols like Mangal Sutra were discouraged. And there were also concerns raised about inconsistent communication of workplace guidelines. And all these claims deepened scrutiny over how internal rules were framed and whether they were clearly implemented across the organization. How has company reacted and what were the company issues' official clarification? As criticism grew, Lenskart issued a clarification stating that the viral document was outdated and misinterpreted online. The company said that it was part of an old training guideline and not an active HR policy, and it clarified that no restriction exists on religious expression. And the document does not reflect current company standards, and the intent was never to cause confusion or hurt any kind of sentiments. Well, the company has also reiterated that inclusivity remains a core value. How did CEO responded and what were the policy position? CEO Peyush Bansal addressed the controversy, stating that the company does not discriminate on the basis of religion. He clarified that the circulating document had been misrepresented and does not reflect current workplace rules. He emphasized that employees are free to express their religious identity and that the organization maintains an inclusive work environment. Well, what have been the revised workplace style guide? Following Backlash, Lenskart released an updated in-store style guide in order to remove ambiguity and reinforce inclusivity. And the revised policy now clearly allows religious and cultural symbols such as bindi, tilak, sindoor, kalava, mangalsutra, along with accessories like bangles and religious attire, including hijab and turbans. The company stated that the goal is to balance professional grooming standards with respect for cultural and religious diversity. What has been the public reaction and the larger debate? Well, despite all the clarification and policy updates, public opinion remains divided. Some believe that the company responded late and that reputational damage has already occurred, while others see the revised guidelines as a positive step towards inclusivity and better communication. Beyond the company, the controversy has sparked a wider debate on workplace culture. It also raises important questions about whether companies should regulate visible religious expression and how to balance uniformity with inclusivity, and where the line should be drawn between professional appearance and personal identity. That's all for now. Stay tuned to this Aveda for more updates. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.